When cries for help falls on deaf ears, thousands of foster children suffering in silence, ignored by the very system meant to protect them. Today we uncover the harsh truth behind Illinois DCFS, where abuse was reported but dismissed, and where survivors refuse to stay silent anymore.
I was abused my whole entire life.
This isn't just about one child, one report, or one failure. This is about a system that repeatedly turned its back on abuse victims, leaving them to fight for survival.
I would say I was raped at least 3 to 4 times.
They suffered abuse in foster homes. Over 90% of reported abuse cases in Illinois DCFS were ruled unfounded, meaning the children were ignored, dismissed, and left vulnerable to continued harm. Listen to this.
This is a gathering of 14 now adults.
I was in 30 within a year.
30 different homes.
Yes.
Sharing stories of horror as children.
And how old were you when you went into the system?
3.
14 survivors no longer silenced by the fear of retribution and abuse.
How young were you when you were first abused?
Probably 12.
I've been neglected.
All of them placed in foster care in the custody of DCFS, the Illinois Department of Children and Family Services.
I've been physically, sexually, mentally abused.
The agency's failure leaving each their own painful path of recovery.
I was physically and emotionally abused. I was beaten.
And when it comes to Kaylin, she's still trying to pull through the wreckage.
And you're homeless now, living in a shelter. And how old again are you?
I'm 19.
Another time that haunts her as a child is when 2 adult males from one of her foster families stole the Girl Scout cookie money she raised.
All of it. I had over $600 that I sold for cookies.
And you were hoping to get a prize?
Yes.
How is it possible that thousands of reports of physical and sexual abuse went unnoticed? Who is responsible for ensuring accountability? Is this a nationwide crisis, or is Illinois DCFS uniquely broken? Many of these children grew into adults, who still suffer from the trauma inflicted on them. They weren't just failed as children, they were failed for life. Why were foster children threatened and silenced for speaking up about their abuse? Illinois DCFS had the data, had the reports, and had the warning signs, yet change never came. How can policies change to ensure the safety of vulnerable children moving forward? Should states establish independent oversight agencies to audit foster care systems? If this were happening in your state, what would you do to hold leaders accountable? This isn't just another tragic news story. This is a crisis that demands attention, outrage, and action. If we don't speak up for the children who are still trapped in this broken system, who will? Comment below. How do we fix this broken system? What must change to ensure children are truly protected? Spread awareness. Share this video. Let's make sure these stories aren't forgotten.